You've
I
never
like
heard.
cinnamon toast.
You've never. I know you know cinema. Yes. It's called Bundem, and it's the Jamaican remix. But no, I've never heard it. I swear.
His whips are working.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Rams going up.
Bruh, I feel like shit. Hey, look, it's Bundem. I mean, I've never heard this song.
Burned them.
Turn up the bass, and let the. We turn up the bass, turn up the bass. This song right here is gonna make me not want to sell my Durango just because it has the sound system in it. I miss my tweeters. That's what I love about this song is it tests your highs and your low. It's not all bass. We turn up the bass, turn up the bass. Bacon. Don't question me, you skinny motherfucker.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Rams going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. On 1st and 10, McCann. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again, McCann. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCann able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Wasn't Duke Nukem in Twisted Metal?
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing on 1st down. McCann. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in.
Isn't Duke Nukem in Twisted Metal? Or does he have his own? No, he's got his own game called Duke Nukem.
Throwing again. McCann. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
But I have a flu.
Leave me alone. On the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Back to throw. McCann. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
I think it's time to upgrade your shit, kids.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
We turn up the bass, turn up the bass. God damn it, Chris.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff working right.
God damn it.
9 out of that one.
No.
As a result, the drive continues.
Any song but that
We
one.
use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the
You're
field.
welcome.
In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah, partner.
I fell asleep.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
second down. Dobbs going deep here for Watkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most
It is a
athletic
tough
guys,
Moana.
but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
That Demi guy.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there.
You're welcome.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard.
Demi guy.
And it's fourth.
Ed knows this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one right.
God.
The
Ed, I
Bears
think your
offense
vocals
now
are
heading
broken.
Back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little
And
bit
for
of a
copy
lull
that.
here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Plus, ain't it past you that's on?
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind
God,
that.
it's only 9
Didn't turn it
fucking
over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Leave it on. What the fuck are you doing? Give me God.
Waiting for
Be God.
McCann. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Oh, and now he bowls it over. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line.
I'm not sure you and cream bourbon go hand in hand.
The end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
What's the name of that band? Burn what?
He didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
Burned them.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2.
But your whips weren't working, White.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Not really. I still heard beard.
A bacon?
Los Angeles. A great play there.
Taking
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
What can I
It's up,
say
it's good,
except
and the Rams
you're
take
welcome.
a 7-0 lead.
Hey, look, there's my other pillow. What is Merchant Amazons, and why is he not allowed to play it?
It's a Ed MMO game that beat Chris's ass.
The kickoff team on the field now
Did
is
he make
able
up
to
his
send
own
this
rules?
one away.
White.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think
I like where Ryan's head's at. It's automatically. Did the Mexican make up the fucking rules? Yeah. I mean, Chris packed up his shit, brought his game over, got his ass kicked, but Ed make up his own damn rules.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity.
Sure as fuck did. I mean, Chris whipped out a game I know nothing about. I just made the rules as I go.
But they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
Yeah, that first game was... I didn't like the first game. It was...
That one incomplete there. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great.
No,
here
it had a couple of flaws in the rules.
Become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is
well, keep the first game. Bring a different game next time.
They'll set up a throw.
Maybe we should try something
They
different.
can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it
Down.
just
Nobody
brings up
invites
fourth
me.
down. Here comes the Bears punter now.
It was a
As
long,
he'll kick
it was a
away
long
for the
drive and it
second
was late.
time.
So,
And he kicks away as he
and
angles this
I
one to the
know
sideline.
that about
And
10
no
o'clock
return
last
possible
night,
here as
you
they
would be
angle
sitting
this
there
one out
going,
of bounds.
"Fuck, I better get my ass
Now
home. I
out
got
on
to
the
go to
field,
work
here
tomorrow."
comes Los Angeles.
Hey, Cliff,
And for
what
them
time
to
did I go to
touchdown
bed
their
last
last
night?
go around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you
2,
start plotting for
1.
this
Hey,
drive,
but
when
you
start
you
thinking
do
to
realize
yourself,
it's
what
like
are
a
you going to do?
45-minute
You don't
drive
go
from my
away
house
what
to
you
your
did
house.
before because
Yeah,
that
I know, I do it
worked,
every day.
but you have to be prepared for
And your
wrinkles
son
counters
needs to go to
because you know
sleep
they'll
so
make
he
some
can get on the
adjustments.
bus and go to
Now a
school.
handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Yep, burned him.
But I know every. Wait.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the play goes
Has a
nowhere,
spirit?
losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Loud Jesus.
I don't think you guys should be making fun of Jesus.
We're not. We're making fun of
You got-
Pocahontas.
You guys are gonna burn in hell for that one. Yeah, Cliff. It's not like you're
Second
busy.
down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Probably. He probably is fucking. Yeah.
So a decent
Yeah.
gain,
Don't
all
insult
for
him. That
nothing.
motherfucker's a level
It's too
3.
bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up.
You know,
that play.
Cliff, in our clan, we have a 50 rule max. You can only level up 50 times before you got to wait on everybody.
One of these days I'm gonna talk you fuckers into buying Call of Duty.
They'll run it now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Yeah. About that.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be
I'm going to need you to
canceled out.
come
We
back
always
to
talk
earth,
about hidden
Ryan.
yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have
That
to
beta
put it down
was
again, don't
super.
You know what?
Super
I always
fucking
buy the
boring.
games you guys want to buy.
Oh, yeah? Did you get Dreadnought? No, you didn't.
Nah, I was listening
It's fucking
to
free.
Disco. It's boring as fuck. You can blame
Yeah,
Chris.
well, you know what? You're not Chris, and neither is Cliff.
But Chris knows my gaming. He's the one that got me onto Destiny just because he was like.
Yeah, if it starts with Madden, ends with Madden, it walks like Madden.
Deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And give him a
Does it
gain
have
of
6 fingers for a
37.
Super Bowl ring?
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many
And
different
racing.
ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes. He just runs past people. Sometimes.
And he likes any game that has Nissan in it.
And
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
It's the Rams with a football to get us going.
Yeah, that
And
one's a
they're on
little
the
out
move
there
here.
for you.
They've got it first
I know.
and
I
10.
did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
So I gotta tell you guys this story. So today, after her MRI, I take Natalie to Walmart, right? Of course, she's all hopped up on fucking Tramadol,
Big yardage, another nice gain there. This
right?
one goes for 20.
So
This is an example
she's riding
of
around in the
breaking
motor
down
scooter
defense, 'cause a
cart,
lot of these
right?
runs, he's getting past
You
the
know,
point of attack, and
no
guess
big
what he's
deal.
doing?
And I lost her
Forces
like a couple of
secondary
times, but
guys
then
have to make a lot of
she
tackles.
found me. So out of the blue, I just bought her a fucking TV like a week ago. Out of the blue, she goes, "I want to look at TVs." I'm like, fine. So we walk back there, we're looking at TVs. She goes, "I think I want a 70-inch for the living room." I'm like,
A lot harder, and I know
okay.
for the most part,
All right.
you think about a ball
All right.
being slick,
I see.
whether it's rain or snow, any type of
Once you go black, you never go back, right? You go big or go home.
And it
I was like, fuck. All right. So I said, well, we'll probably get one, maybe with our tax money. We'll see. Anyway, so she stops by out of the blue, didn't even say shit to me, picks up the fucking Nintendo Switch, jumps on Mario, right, which is 3D World, and she fucking plays it until the damn thing shut off and said, thank you for trying it, which is, I don't know, like 30 or 40 minutes, and she's really fucking good at it. She's in there banging on things and coins are flying and shit, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a coin option in 3D. What the fuck? Where have I been? Anyway, she played the shit out of this thing, and she goes, I think you should buy me a Switch. I was like, well, sure, because we don't have an Xbox and a Wii and a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 and a fucking fancy-ass computer. Yeah, oh, trust me, I know. And I said, well, Epcot has one, and he likes it. And she goes, yeah, that's not a reason to buy it. I just want one. I said, well, I don't think Cliff has one, and Ryan doesn't have one. She goes, you guys stick to your board games. I'll just buy my Switch. I'm like, okay.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there.
Not today. But there's always next weekend. Not really. Not with her. She gets her mind made up on something.
And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall.
That's a 55.
And gave him nowhere to go.
They're all 55.
The Bears on third down.
That's what I'm playing on.
Thus far. This is third
But
and 9.
in order for me to put the 70 in there, I got to knock down the entire wall, which means I got to reinforce it with steel beam. So, anyway, it's a pain in the ass.
Calling again at 19, and it moves the chains.
Yes.
Ryan, you know why there's no Hemi in your fucking car? Your Durango?
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Because they didn't put one in it. Jesus Christ. Kid.
And he will bring it back. It's an
That chick may
interception
have been the dumbest person ever.
touchdown.
Yeah, but when you say you don't need no damn steel beam in a fucking house when you're going to support the entire upstairs with what, 2x4? Yeah, that works out really well. How's it working out on those native islands to get
The
wiped
fuck
out?
does this TV weigh? 7,000 pounds?
Motherfucker, it isn't about the TV. All TVs weigh, what, 10 pounds or less? Fucking bitches are made of, like, super plastic. It isn't the TV, dumbass. It's because if you put a 70-inch in the living room, you have to be able to see it from the dining room and the other living room. So I got to knock down that whole damn wall so that we can see the damn 70-inch TV. That's what it's for.
You'll be alright.
They'll come out throwing here on first
Shit.
down.
It's only a support wall. It's no big deal.
Taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this one all the way
I
out
love you,
across
right, boy,
the
but seriously,
45.
you and I are, one of these days, we're going to sit down and talk about
26
concepts.
yards.
You know I used to build houses, right?
I know you used to install stereos in cars, too. How'd that work out for you?
I set everything on fire and didn't give no shits.
17 yards
And then,
Fuck that store.
and then, who put your racing engine back together after you blew it up?
I'm pretty sure that was 3 of us, and I'm pretty sure Cheyenne blew it the fuck up.
Kind of seems like they've
Blame this shit on me. I
Oh,
know how to
okay,
drive a
so
stick.
So the wear and tear from you going 130 miles an hour down the road That didn't have anything to do with
They
it.
can't get the long connection.
Looks like I was doing 130 in the Durango.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first
Oh,
half. They
I'll
come
bet
after
you
them, they
did.
step back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
Cliff Scott Wood.
Chris knows how fast I was going in my Durango. He was in his G6 going just as fast.
So they're still at the
Cliff
original
calls
line of
his
scrimmage here.
Cliff
Second
calls
down
his
and
little
10.
feller Wood Elf
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
of the ditch.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why.
Fuck, the driver gave up before the card.
And it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them.
Alright,
They're
I'm
going to
taking
go
this
for it
pitch
on
for a
4th.
spin because I got it maxed out now.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want
Get
a
out of my
timeout.
fucking way.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second
Besides,
quarter.
this has a multiplayer, and you can
Multi-pass.
do that thing. What's it called when they send waves of AI after you and your friend? No, survival.
Looking to throw. Flushed
Got
out
survival
right.
mode too. And I was like,
that is going to be incomplete. So a minute 55 to go.
because I know when the first Star Wars came out, Cliff and I, we survived the shit out of stuff, but
after this.
we were getting kind of fucked up on some of them.
In motion right is Watkins. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fancy footwork at the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before
50
he was
has a
planted in the
badass
basket.
shit.
Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
I think I like him.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
What time it is.
Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Out of the gun, Dobbs going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Cinnamon Life?
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll drop to throw, and he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Dobbs. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Better.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Gurley.
Yes.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Bro.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen.
They got a wind booster.
Hands, they can throw people off.
Wind booster and a bottle
bonus.
bonus.
This is a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
You know what? Shut up and drink your cream pie.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw.
I mean, bourbon cream whiskey or whiskey cream bourbon or cream of the bourbon whiskey.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys.
What the fuck did you drink?
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel
cream
like
bourbon
he's
whiskey.
one of them, and they really embrace him.
Wow. No, I didn't ask no fucking question.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And
Sure.
Zerline's kick is
You
good.
can get it fucking mirror. It talks back.
Now it's 23-zip. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive
Leveling
at
up
this
while
level.
you're dinking
And
around.
he's able to get back on track.
And he'll get it up just past
So
the
my
20,
microphone
and his
does work.
guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
You a dragon.
He'll drop to throw.
Baby. Okay, you say that. Is it a dragoness or a dragon?
He just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll
Oh,
bring up
that's a
2nd
dragoness.
down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be
It's
quick,
funny
but
'cause
don't
it's itty
hurry.
bitty.
Well, that went right out the window.
That's a
there.
magical
He was very
flatchet.
harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Catch it.
Back to throw now on 2nd
You
and
got
10.
to stretch it before you
The
fletch
center
it.
of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. Now White lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Fire. Did you wake up from your nap and go, ooh, enchiladas?
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I want pictures of you trying to get your car out of that fucking snowdrift.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that